personified with red hair, the newest member of the Impact Wrestling roster, Jody Threat has arrived, Vikram.
Wild child is an understatement. Jody Threat goes crazy in between those ropes, and Impact Wrestling noticed that, and that's why she is there now. But tonight she graces Smash Wrestling with her presence.
Speaking of the Impact Wrestling roster, no stranger to fans of Smash Wrestling and Impact Wrestling, Masha Slamovich is here, and this, Vikram, promises to be one hard-hitting affair.
Absolutely. This match screams star power. I'm super excited to see who comes out with the victory, and you gotta wonder, whoever does come out with the victory, will they have their eyes on the Smash Wrestling Women's Champion, Nikita?
And there's the bell. We are underway, and you mentioned Smash Wrestling Women's Champion Nikita there. Another hotly contested division is the Smash Wrestling Women's division. Some of the best women's wrestling you'll find anywhere, and you're seeing it here. Big tie-up, jockeying for position. Both women equally strong. Jody has the advantage in the chaos department.
Definitely jockeying for position here. Show of respect by two women.
Bit of a stalemate there to get started there as Jody ties up once again with Masha Slamovich. Jody traps the arm.
There we go.
To a wrist lock. Masha creating distance.
Snap there by Masha.
Oh, taken down by the arm. Jody, she is like a pit bull with that arm.
Just holding onto that wrist. Masha rolls over, trying to free herself.
Now the grip strength of Jody Threat has been noted in the past. She's got quite the grip.
This is a great display of technical chain wrestling by both these women. Jody Threat still holding onto that wrist as she has her in that hammer lock. Reverses out of it.
Masha grabs a head and a leg at the same time here, trying to get that arm out of here, but Jody Threat's intent on taking it home with her.
Can't budge.
Masha rolls through again, trying to ease the pressure on that shoulder. Looking for an escape, but Jody Threat has just a firm grasp.
Wrenching on that wrist lock.
Masha rolls through, cartwheel, rolls back through handspring. Arm drag takes her out, and that was finally what she needed to reverse her fortunes, and sinks deep in that armbar.
That armbar is indeed deep. These two women jockeying for position.
So far, Vikram, this has been a very standard technical wrestling match, an excellent display from both women, but it looks like it's already breaking down into a Pier 6 brawl.
Yeah, with those headbutts by Jody Threat.
Jody Threat using her speed, but it got the best of her here as Masha, big boot to the side of the head of Jody Threat.
Hits the rope hard.
Slamovich, big clothesline, and that's it. Good night, nurse. Quick night for Jody Threat. 1, 2, no.
A big kick out from Jody Threat as she rolls to the apron to regroup here. Both women were very evenly matched with the chain off the start.
Jody Threat blocks now, throws a big elbow. And Slamovich into the turnbuckle pad.
Jody going to the top rope. You gotta wonder what's in store for Masha here. As Jody rises.
Big seated slam.
The crowd goes wild.
You know, back in the day that was called a whoopee cushion, Vikram.
Jody Threat in control here, big line. I think we're about to see the wild side of the Wild Child.
Jody just hurling clotheslines, but now the referee needing to get a little bit of distance as he was getting close to that 5 count. Didn't want to call the disqualification.
Jody Threat with a big tackle. 1, 2, Masha kicks out.
Interesting that Jody hooked the near leg there. If she hooked the far leg, she may have had a deeper cover on that one. Masha, deadlifted into a German suplex, but the knee, Jody caught a knee there.
Masha now in control here.
Tying up Jody in knots.
Wrenching on that leg.
She's got those legs, oh no!
That
the pressure.
Was a painful hold.
The pressure on both ACLs of Jody Threat here as her legs are completely tied up. If you don't have your legs, you don't have a horizontal base, you can't move towards those ropes.
Now what's interesting about this match, Jody
just
Threat
hair pulling.
Grabbing the hair.
This has devolved, Vikram. Jody Threat has the ropes.
What's interesting about this match is you got to keep in mind both women not only jockeying for a position within the ring, but within 2 promotions. Both women, staples in Smash Wrestling. Jody Threat recently being signed to Impact Wrestling. This will say a lot about their standings in each promotion.
And you know Impact Wrestling Management is watching this with keen eyes. The Knockouts division is on fire right now, both in the singles and tag team ranks. And these 2 women look to factor into that going forward. And a victory in Smash Wrestling could get them in contention in 2 different women's divisions, as you mentioned, Vikram.
Absolutely, and it seems as though, if you watch closely, Masha is a lot more strong on the technical side as the match progresses, whereas Jody is throwing more strikes, displaying that wild child energy.
Textbook Indian deathlock on here, but Masha dragging the nails down the back of Jody Threat. That Indian deathlock is in, and it is tight.
It is wrenched up. Jody may be in trouble here. Middle of the ring, far from the ropes.
Masha grips the arm. And into a single arm crab here, into a camel clutch.
It is hold after hold from Masha here. It seems as though her game plan could be to get a submission victory.
Now, as Jody Threat is having to deal with this, she needs to get to the ropes, but she's got the full weight of Masha Slamovich on her body. So she's not just carrying herself to the ropes, she's carrying her opponent as well, Vikram.
And you cannot deny the ring awareness that Masha is representing here. All of these holds have been dead center in the middle of the ring, far from the ropes.
Deep chin lock here. Jody Threat, though, showing that strength, fighting to her feet. She's got a backpack. She's swinging.
And both women fall out of the ring.
My goodness. Masha Slamovich took all of that on the ring apron, plus the weight of Jody Threat as well. That was a colossal collision.
What a great display of professional wrestling here by these 2 women. A nice, clean, head-to-head, back-and-forth contest. You gotta love it.
The kidneys, the lower back, have to be screaming. All that's on the edge of that ring apron, Vikram, as you know full well, is steel beams and wood.
Without a doubt, the hardest part of that ring. It hurts just to think about being slammed there.
We've got a 7 here from the referee. We're facing a double count out as both women are still struggling to get into the ring. The referee's up to 8 now. Slamovich back in the ring, and Jody Threat makes it at 9.
It would be a shame to see this contest end in a count out. I'm so glad both women are back in the ring. Jody Threat fired up.
Looking to throw some fists here. And Jody just firing away on Masha.
Jody dominant in the strikes department. The Wild Child showing that energy.
Big boot. Jody hits the ropes. Pump kick to the side of the head.
That looked brutal. The Wild Child firing up. Jody Threat.
2 knees to the back.
And a
massive German suplex. And Jody Threat is firing on all cylinders.
Jody Threat may have this one as she knocks her down again. 1, 2.
Oh, just missed. Just missed that 3 count. Masha Slamovich got out at 2 9/10.
Jody Threat cradling that knee. You gotta wonder if she landed hard on that when they landed on the outside of the ring.
And the London Music Hall comes alive for Jody Threat here. Take nothing away from Masha Slamovich, but she has taken some very serious damage in the last 5 minutes of this contest.
Jody Threat's got her up on her shoulders. You gotta wonder what's coming.
Oh, goes down to the knee and back into that rear naked choke.
Gotta mention, that is the same knee that Jody was cradling early on as she hits that snapmare.
Oh, and a rolling massive boot to the side of the head, and Jody Threat may be out.
That may be it. Jody Threat.
Vikram, this is the first time I've ever seen Jody Threat relatively motionless. She's always moving. She's constant movement.
That might have been a kick out on instinct alone. Because if you look at Jody, as you said, I haven't seen this from her either.
To that extent, though, it might also be the last shot that Masha Slamovich had. Jody kicks her off here.
Jody seems rocked, seems stunned, but she's fighting through the pain.
Looking to go up to the high rent district here. Taking a lot of time, and a massive slap to the side, and she goes down
off the top rope.
Oh, and a shining wizard from Masha Slamovich. 1, 2,
oh! Jody kicks out again. I do not know where Jody Threat is getting the energy for these kickouts.
Jody Threat, Masha Slamovich, a match that had high expectations and is exceeding all of them. She's got that sunk in deep again.
Masha going back to what she knows best, going back to her advantage on Jody Threat, as we've seen throughout this match.
She's wilting there, Vikram. Jody Threat is wilting, but she's firing back up with the encouragement of the London Music Hall.
It's almost as if the Smash fans are pumping the blood through Jody's veins.
Oh! Pump handle. Oh my goodness, a pump handle half and half suplex. Jody Threat just gets out at 2 and 9.9999999
That was a close call. Some could argue that that could have been it, but it was not.
Masha Slamovich needs to jump on Jody Threat. She's never had a better chance than right now, but she needs to get it done.
Masha seems as though she was in disbelief for a second after that kick out, but she seems to be regrouping and taking control once again. You do not want to take your eyes off of Jody Threat.
Jody Threat now just eating those shots. Big boot to the face. Slamovich hits the ropes. Jody's got her up. Oh my goodness, massive Michinoku driver out of nowhere. And oh my goodness, she kicked out. Jody though with a small package. No, another kick out.
Seems like there's a beacon of light.
Big spear.
A beacon of light in Jody Threat as she takes control again. Gets Masha up.
Big F5.
Could that be it?
1, 2, 3!
Jody Threat defies the odds and takes the victory here tonight. Jody Threat!
Vikram, a statement-making performance by Jody Threat.
I think all Smash Wrestling fans would agree with me in saying that we are very impressed with the performance shown by Jody tonight. I really thought Masha had that in the bag.
Now Masha Slamovich took Jody Threat to the limit, and we're seeing a show of respect here from these women. Vikram, the Smash Wrestling Women's Division is as strong as it's ever been. The Impact Wrestling Women's Division. The future is bright for women's professional wrestling in Ontario, in Canada, and beyond. Jody Threat is your victor.